Rhea Ripley reveals that her old character is dead. The current powerhouse of WWE, Rhea Ripley, recently reflected and made it clear the insecure rookie that she used to be. The version is long past. During a no-holds-barred sit-down on the Haroons YouTube channel, Ripley discussed an old picture of herself during her NXT days and deconstructed her past with no apologies whatsoever, because she does not care what people think of her anymore. She is dead to the world. She is innocent and I am happy that she is gone, she said. That innocent Rhea, she said, was burdened with a false smile behind which lurked the feeling of insecurity and doubt. She acknowledged that she was not happy at that time, she was not self-assured, she was very insecure. Now, all the smiles are real, and they are acquired through maturity and self-love. The fear of judgment is lost. There instead is a woman who is not afraid to break the norm and create her own narrative. A turning point worth celebrating. What this actually implies is that Ripley has gotten rid of more than an old image, she has relinquished self-doubt and regained power. NXT UK and NXT Time allowed her to learn the lesson of fitting a mold. The metamorphosis brought her to Judgment Day, where she became dark, took risks and eventually reinvented herself. Ripley is currently in the main WWE roster and she is the owner of her walk as a queen. She does not only act, but she lives her truth in front of millions of people. Wrestling insiders observe that her transformation has been very fast and clear. She no longer feels like a prisoner of backstage insecurities, she walks with confidence and leaves any doubts behind. This was a statement when it happened on Haroons, not a soundbite. The star who just stomped the division is no longer seeking approval. She is rewriting the script as it happens and the fans are loving it. The past? It has been the old. The future? She has a chance to make it her own. And when that must be done by first burning the old version to ashes, so much the better. Rhea Ripley reveals lower back was never the same after this brutal WWE NXT spot. WWE stars Rhea Ripley and Raquel Rodriguez are good friends outside the ring and enemies on TV, with a rivalry that stretches back to their days on WWE NXT. According to Ripley's recent appearance on Insight with Chris Van Vliet, one of their early matches resulted in an injury that gives Ripley trouble to this day. I think it actually started from the match I had with Raquel in NXT, where she gave me the back body drop onto the announcement table, but we undershot it, Ripley said. I hit the very edge of the table, right on my lower back. After that, my lower back was just never the same. Like many other wrestlers, Ripley has a process she goes through to help her body heal, or at least to alleviate some of the pain. She has a personal masseuse, who Ripley credited for helping her pull it together for a match at WWE WrestleMania 41 this past April. Ripley has experienced a few other scary incidents wrestling, including nearly breaking her shin during an independent show in Australia. She also recalled suffering her very first black eye after landing face-first onto concrete outside the ring during her earlier days as a wrestler. Because of the dangers associated with the profession, Ripley also revealed that her parents initially felt some hesitation after learning that she intended to become a wrestler. Ripley recently defeated Rodriguez in their latest singles match, a street fight at WWE Night of Champions last month. Next up for Ripley is Io Sky. The two are set for a clash at WWE Evolution over the Women's World Championship currently held by Sky. Meanwhile, Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez will defend the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship in a fatal four-way at the show. WWE News Roundup: Superstars announce that they are engaged, veteran comments on Jey Uso's booking, Rhea Ripley reacts to throwback picture. Welcome to another exciting edition of Sportskeeda Wrestling's daily series, WWE News Roundup. In today's article, we will take a look at topics about Jey Uso and Rhea Ripley, among others. Also, two pro wrestling stars have announced their engagement, while another has confirmed that he will not return to in-ring action again. So without further ado, let's dive in. Triple H won't wrestle again, WWE veteran explains why. Triple H has firmly assured multiple times that he won't be returning to in-ring competition. Former WWE manager Dutch Mantel commented on the same during his Story Time with Dutch Mantel podcast, noting that the game would not like to compete in a subpar match as his last outing in the squared circle. I don't think he's in that bad of a health condition, but I don't think he wants to press his luck. Most of the guys in the Triple H range, they won't mind maybe having the last match. But it's the performance they can put in. He'd rather be remembered for his performances already done than be judged on what he can do. From 1 hour and 14 seconds to 1 hour and 44 seconds, Triple H hung up his boots in 2022 after suffering from heart failure in 2021. His final match was in 2019. Rhea Ripley looks back at her younger self. Rhea Ripley has come a long way since she started out in the pro wrestling business. Mami has undergone a major appearance change during this time. She recently looked back at her younger self, noting that the old version of her is dead. Well, as you can see, I grew the hell up. The difference is that the smile is fake. This one is real. She was not happy, not confident, and very, very insecure. So, that would be the biggest difference. I don't care what people think about me anymore because this Rhea Ripley, she's dead to the world. She died a long time ago. She's innocent, and I'm glad that she's gone. Rhea Ripley has become the biggest female superstar on the WWE roster in the last couple of years. She is likely to headline Evolution 2, where she will face Io Sky for the Women's World Championship. WWE veteran questions Jey Uso's booking. Wrestling veteran Tommy Dreamer has shown concern for Jey Uso's booking in the last few weeks. He stated on Busted Open that he fears that the company may be dropping the ball with the Yeetman. Jey Uso's been lost in this mix, and his reaction in Pittsburgh, June 30th episode of Raw, was one of the loudest I've ever heard, and I don't see new merch for him, and I'm like, do not drop this ball with Jey because WWE for years, and pro wrestling for years, but especially the WWE, is fueled by babyfaces and merchandise. Jey Uso recently lost the World Heavyweight Championship to Gunther. He is now involved in a feud with Seth Rollins' faction. Kalani Jordan and Carmelo Hayes are engaged. Carmelo Hayes and Kalani Jordan recently announced that they are engaged. The duo shared the news through a collaboration post on Instagram. Hayes and Jordan have been together for quite some time. They met in the WWE Performance Center and were part of NXT at the same time. Hayes is now a part of the SmackDown brand while Jordan is still a part of the former Black and Gold brand. WWE power couple gets engaged, Rhea Ripley, Bayley, and several stars react. Positive reactions poured in as WWE stars Carmelo Hayes and Kalani Jordan announced their engagement. Despite being on different brands, Carmelo Hayes and Kalani Jordan remain strong and connected. The former is currently wrestling on the main roster on SmackDown, while the latter is in NXT. On July 1st, they got engaged during a trip to Maui, Hawaii. Following the joyous news, former and current WWE stars congratulated the duo on X/Twitter and Instagram. NXT stars like Jada Parker, Lola Vice, Blake Monroe, Izzy Dame, Nikita Lyons, and Jasmine Nix sent their congratulations. Along with main roster names like Jade Cargill, Bayley, Rhea Ripley, and Tiffany Stratton joining in the celebration. Former WWE talents like ring announcer Samantha Irvin, Elena Black, FKA Cora Jade, and Jessica McKay, FKA Billie Kay, also sent their positive messages to the couple. Carmelo Hayes wants to work with Kalani Jordan in WWE. Carmelo Hayes and Kalani Jordan met in 2023 when they were both still in WWE NXT. Although they have been together for around 2 years now, they have yet to cross paths in the squared circle, which is something the SmackDown star does wish for at some point. In an interview with Emily May for WrestlingNews.co in July last year, Hayes said that he hopes to share the ring with Kalani Jordan at some point, and he is very proud of her. However, he doesn't want to rush or force it, as them doing their own thing was working out for them. I hope so at one point. She's on her path, I'm on my path. I want her to learn and get her ground and her footing alone. I don't want to have any sort of influence more than I have. She's a stud. She's so good at everything that she does. I'm super freaking proud of her, and she's killing it, and I'm killing it. Who knows? Down the road, yeah. As of right now, she's doing her thing, I'm doing my thing, and that's what's working for us. We at ITR Wrestling congratulate WWE stars Kalani Jordan and Carmelo Hayes on their engagement. WWE's Rhea Ripley reflects on Dominik Mysterio pairing, says she wanted to be Papi. Joining the Judgment Day was just the lightning rod that Rhea Ripley needed to jolt into superstardom. It was the clear tuning point in her career and has led to her becoming one of, if not the most popular superstar in WWE. Speaking with Chris Van Vliet on his Insight podcast, Ripley discusses her Judgment Day era and teaming up with Dominik Mysterio, noting how it made her a better performer. Honestly, I think that was another turning point in my career, being partnered with Dom, and also being partnered with Judgment Day. It made me open up as a performer, it made me have to work a lot more, 'cause I was doing like 9